What is up, YouTube? What's up, everybody? We is midnight here, Monday. Long weekend, but let's get to it. Let's talk about Forex. So basically, for my weekly analysis, most important thing is I want to sell the dollar. So much resistance has been created right here at the 95 range. And what you can clearly see is, so many wicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. The new weekly candles right here at 94.66 right now. And I'm looking for it to drop back to break the support at 94 and then break 93.5 and then come down and test 92. That's it. That's all I'm looking for. For some magic reason, if something happens like the trade wars does make the dollar good, the trade wars doesn't make the dollar bad. So those of you that want to sell the dollar for the trade wars, obviously the dollar has been dropping for that. The U.S. economy, it just makes it even stronger. Let's see here. What is really going on is, they don't have it here. Dang it. Hang on. Show you guys. Trump and Putin is actually meeting during London sessions, pretty much at the start of London sessions. So this is a very, very important event to pay attention to. The other key event to pay attention to for New York sessions is Fed Powell's speech. He's actually going to be speaking Wednesday and also Tuesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday back to back. The most important speech would be his last speech on Wednesday morning during New York sessions. New York session is by far the only session that you should really pay attention to because it drives the markets. This whole freaking summer has been nothing but New York sessions. So you got to pay attention to all the political events. If you don't think political events do not drive the foreign exchange market, you should probably really take a look at all the economic activities versus the political events. And so you have to pay attention to all these political events that are going to happen. This economic calendar doesn't really pertain too much for political events because it's just all about economic data. And so obviously the kickoff is like the Super Bowl here for Trump and Putin to be meeting here in 2 hours. So this is all Central Time for me. Very important events to pay attention to. Like I said, I just been looking at this setup here on a weekly chart for the dollar index. Like I said, not a whole lot of movement has been going on for the dollar. It's just been ranging here from 94 and 95, but it hasn't closed above 95. So that's why I want to sell it. Once it closes above 95, then I'm looking for 96, 97, 98. So very important to see where the dollar is projected and going. What else I got going on here? Check the daily chart. Daily chart, drop it back, where you can see where this price has been stuck at for a while. Look at it drop back to break the 94, break 93.5, and then come down and test 92.5, and that's it. That's all I'm looking at for the dollar index. And then gold will probably go back up. Just remember that last week gold hit 1265 on a Sunday and ended up being a downtrend all week, all the way down. And it did break 1236. So pretty significant decrease on a price decrease for gold. Gold's coming right back at 1244. We might just see a consolidation price for just gold around 1250 and 1240. But it is still an overall downtrend, so you gotta be careful because it's a precious metal, and all the metals are being hit with tariffs. So obviously gold does not count as a currency, and it's being hit so hard going down, even if the dollar is going down. So you gotta be very careful, especially for this trade war going on. What a pair I want to talk about. Let's talk about UJ. Let's talk about USDJPY here. It did hit a pretty high price. It is still on a bullish uptrend. You can clearly see the crossover here, and these candles are bouncing off the. This is the 9-day, and this is the 21-day. And so I expect a pullback going back down to break 112 and probably sit around here, 111.8, 111.7 before it decides to make a move to go back up. If it doesn't go back up and it breaks 111, then I'm selling all the way back. So that would be the key price to pay attention to. If it breaks 111, I'm selling all the way back down. Pretty much all the way back down to here, 110.9. But that's like really long term. So still overall bullish momentum for USDJPY. Something to pay attention to because all the Japanese pairs are going up together, not going in different ways. Notice that GBP JPY is still on a bullish uptrend, and Euro JPY is still on a bullish uptrend, and they're following the same path with each other, EJ, GJ, and UJ. Notice that USD CAD is going down. USD Swiss franc is starting to go down after hitting 1006, almost 1007. So it is a pretty high. That is a pretty daily high price for USD Swiss franc, but closing down here below the previous high, going back down. Based on the weekly, you can clearly see that this resistance is a little bit above here, but matching critical weekly resistance again. We could see a possible reversal right here, go back down hard. So, like I said, my plan is to sell the US dollar and wanting to sell the US dollar. The dollar can create a move breakout going back up and break above 95 to 96 this week if everything turns out to be positive for the US based on political events, not on economic data. So very, very important to pay attention to New York sessions throughout the whole week and pay attention to unexpected political events from basically Trump. And so can't expect, positive or bad negative things. You just have to be careful, especially if you're not paying attention to the news. Other than that, that's all I got. I mean, that's my analysis. And oh yeah, hold on. What else I want to talk about? Let's see what else. Another good tip is if you can't follow the dollar index, notice that this is the dollar index. Notice that USD Swiss franc and the dollar index are almost very similar to each other in the chart patterns and the candlestick patterns. So that's one good tip to pay attention to. Notice that this is USD Swiss franc on the weekly chart, and then this is US dollar on the weekly chart. Very, very almost similar structure. So by far, I would say the USD Swiss franc pair follows almost like 95 pretty much. I can't say 100% because sometimes the Swiss pairs go differently too, But I would say, 90%, 95% of the time, the USD Swiss franc is in a very, very strong correlation with DXY, based on the charts and the way that the candles are moving together. So it's another tip right there. But like I said, pay attention to every single New York sessions, and you have to be prepared for unexpected political events and the risk aversions with other countries that are going to try and take on with the United States. And so the kickoff is in a couple hours with Putin and Trump meeting up during London sessions. And then Fed Powell speaking for Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning. And other than that, I mean, that's really all the only high impact news I'd be paying attention to, because everything is still based around the trade wars. So you can just base yourself on technical analysis if that's what you want, but I'm more fundamental driven in Forex. So you never know when news hits the markets, and all of a sudden you get to see a unexpected volatile market reaction in all the pairs. And it's always during New York sessions. So gotta pay attention to that. And we're in the third week of July, so you gotta be prepared what's gonna bring up for August, because August is the last month of the summer, and then we kick into the fall. So we gotta be prepared for that. The third quarter coming up, and then that's it. That's all I got.